Firstly, I want to say I enjoyed your talk this evening. As a journalist who is non-verbal, Apple has opened up my world, allowing me to communicate in what is a verbal world. Even though at times my machine makes me sound like Stephen Hawking's love child, I wanted to imagine my world without Apple products. My question to you is, do you think major companies such as Apple should be doing more to make technology readily accessible to undeveloped countries that may not be blessed with the wealth of some nations?
Do you think that we should be making these sort of products that are clearly life-changing in things like communication, obviously, making them more available to third world countries?
Because of my outlook on life, I'm much prouder of having been a good person to others, especially needy people. I always believe in that sort of thought and movement. Sometimes, though, it's hard to justify. If we just take computers into a little backwards neighborhood network, will they mean much and really be that step, the next step of evolution for that society? So I do have questions sometimes, but I think we should be doing more and more of it. Not only for people like yourself, but they talk about the self-assembly system, where you put a bunch of computers in with young kids, and they learn everything how to do it without even instruction. And that's kind of delightful to see. Obviously, computers have changed our world of communication and education, being able to get information about the world, get answers. So that would be helpful. And the technology can sometimes be very low cost, but here's what happens. Google or Facebook goes into a place, but it's one small place where it's not that expensive to like covering an entire country. And it's easy to put in, you have to have microwave links. You've got to get the internet there. It doesn't make sense without the internet. I think it's better when some countries like Rwanda do it on their own. They get a national platform. We want to be part of this digital education technology. We want to raise engineers, and we want to have our own internet. And Rwanda's come a long way. They started thinking that way 20 years ago.
To know that due to your own initiative, I can stand here and tell you that I am able to hear what her beautiful mind has to offer, and further to that she is able to become a productive member of our society.
You probably got that better than me.
Well, this is amazing. Brendan is able to communicate with his daughter because of all of that.
Well, she has cerebral palsy?
Yes.
Wow, well, no, I'm so glad for that, because I grew up my entire life caring about people that need help, and everything I've ever done in my life is hoping that I'm helping people that need some kind of assistance and can have a better life and a more powerful life, and so that affects me very strongly. I'm an educator. I taught for 8 years, in fact. I went back secretly and taught in the public school. My wife is an educator, worked for Apple Education, and taught for 10, 20 years. So obviously we relate very much to the use of technology in this regard.
Absolutely, and not really thinking that might be where all of these designs would have gone, but to see how the impact and the positive impact that the personal computer revolution has had on the world is amazing.
When we first started the company, we actually thought that we were going to help people that had certain limitations in life like that. So of course it makes me feel very, very proud for my little piece at the top of it, but it also makes me realize that there were 1 million people with smart, good, clever ideas doing things, the genius level I did back then, that on the way to where you got. So I'm taking credit. I get credit for a lot more than my part, but that happens when you're at this. You got to start something to get here. But I believe in it very much. I hope to see more of that too. Thank you for the good story.